Hey folks, so why don't we take a few minutes and take a look at the shooting phase. For the most part, I think this phase is really going to enhance some of our different weapons out there. For example, we're going to see better usage out of our pistols, and we're going to see those static heavy weapon units a little bit more dynamic, and they're going to have the ability to move around the field a little bit more. So when we took a look at the unit profiles, we saw that the ballistic skill is now a specific number that you're going to be rolling against. So that's pretty cool. When it comes to movement, we'll move our unit, and then all of the weapons in the unit are going to be able to shoot. There's it looks like Snapfire is going to be something of the past. We're not going to see that anymore. So I'm very happy to see that. If you've moved and advanced, so basically you ran, you won't be able to shoot. And if you've fallen back out of a close combat, you're not going to be able to shoot either. So there's going to be a few situations where you won't be able to shoot. But for the most part, if you move, you're going to be able to shoot. There's going to be certain modifiers that are going to happen. If you should happen to move within an inch of another unit, you're going to have to forego your shooting unless you have a pistol. Your pistols are going to be able to shoot at other units that are within an inch of you. So that's kind of an interesting take on being too close to an enemy unit to be able to shoot your weapons. Now, for these pistols, you can shoot at these various different enemies that are going to be too close to you during the shooting phase, even if you're locked in close combat. So if another enemy unit moves up close to you or whatnot, or for whatever reason you are right beside another unit within an inch, your pistols are going to be able to shoot at them. Now, you're not going to be able to shoot at other enemy units that are within close combat, though. So we need to keep that in mind. I think our Melta pistols, our Shuriken catapults, our Neuro disruptors are really going to become a little bit more effective in this edition. But we'll see how the ranges work when it comes to pistols. Should be pretty neat once we take a look at some of those weapon profiles. Now, another big change is heavy weapons. So if you've moved and you have a heavy weapon in that unit and they moved, they're just going to have a -1 to their shooting. So that's not too bad. That sounds a lot better than having to roll on 6s to be able to hit something. Now, if let's say, for example, you're shooting at a vehicle that pops smoke, you're going to have another -1 to your roll. So there's a good chance that you're going to have a -2 if you are a heavy weapon, you've moved, and you're shooting at a tank that has smoke popped on it. So that's pretty neat. Another change is going to be cover saves. And, well, not really cover saves. Cover itself is going to enhance your armor save rather than it being a separate save itself. So I really like how that is. It's not necessarily entirely foregoing the power of a weapon, but it still helps your unit when it comes to being able to roll a save for them. But there's also going to be certain types of terrain that's only going to benefit certain types of units. So for example, you have an infantry unit, they're going to benefit from, let's say, craters, whereas a big hulking behemoth of a creature or a vehicle, they're not necessarily going to benefit from a crater. So I really like that idea. Let's see if there was anything else I wanted to make mention of. There are going to be certain weapons that are going to ignore cover. So stuff like the battle cannon on a Lehman Russ, or some Chaos Noise Marine weapons are also going to ignore cover too. So I'm pretty excited about that, yet a little worried because my Dark Eldar suffer a lot when we don't have cover. So we'll see. Should be neat. I'm excited. I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at how the charge phase works. And yeah, so what is your take on the shooting phase? Do you like the direction you're going? What do you guys think of how cover mechanics going to work? It's going to improve the saves. I think that's a good idea. I like how pistols are going to be a little bit more effective, because in the past my pistols really did a few shots and then really didn't do anything else for the rest of the game. I was either tied up in combat or the unit was dead. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you like what we're kind of producing so far here, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. So keep an eye out for some more videos coming soon. Bye now.